Hello everyone. In this video tutorial, we are going to discuss about the steps of DNA replication with help of diagrams. Now, before starting the DNA replication, let's understand the structure of DNA. So, the full name of DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid and it has a double-stranded structure. DNA consists of nitrogenous bases, 5-carbon sugar, also known as pentose sugar, and an ion of phosphoric acid. The nitrogenous bases of DNA consists of purine and pyrimidine bases, which have adenine, thymine, and guanine cytosine bases. The model of DNA was first proposed by Watson and Crick, and for this discovery, they are also awarded by Nobel Prize. So in this diagram, we can see the double-stranded model of DNA proposed by Watson and Crick. Here we can see the helical structure of DNA and also the molecular structure of DNA having nucleotides or nitrogenous bases within it. Now let's discuss about the steps of DNA replication. So DNA replication is a process by which DNA replicates into two copies. The process is considered as a semi-conservative process, and why it is termed like that we will know after the end of this video. The major steps of DNA replication includes initiation of DNA replication, elongation of DNA chain, and termination of replication. So here in this diagram we can see the model of DNA replication proposed by Watson and Crick. In this model, we can see the double-stranded DNA molecule having base pairs and separation of strands. These separated strands are called parental strand, and from other side, new strands are forming and making bonds with base pairs of parental strands. So these new strands are called daughter strands. Now the replication starts with the formation of replication fork. Here, the replication starts with the initiation or formation of replication fork. Now, here we can see in diagram that there is an origin of replication which is called replicon. The replicon have specific repetitive motifs in it. From replicon, the formation of fork starts. So, in the case of unidirectional replication, a single replication fork forms, where in the bidirectional replication, two replication forks form that move in opposite directions, and most of the DNA replication are bidirectional. Here we can see in the pictures A and B the formation of replication fork. Now the replication can be of two types. It can be unidirectional or as well as can be bidirectional. So in the case of unidirectional, the direction of replication is only in the one direction. And in the case of bidirectional, the replication starts into the both directions from the origin of replication, and the replication fork moves to both the opposite directions. So here, with the help of this beautiful diagrammatic representation, we can understand the overall process of DNA replication. In this graphical presentation, we can see the essential enzymes who are necessary to complete the replication process, and also we can see the initiation of DNA replication and elongation of DNA chain. Now, as we have discussed in our previous slides, the DNA replication starts with the formation of replication fork. And after the formation of replication fork, the helicase activates and unbind the DNA strands. The helicase breaks the bonds between two nitrogenous bases of DNA and separates both of them. Then it's very compulsory to keep these strands separated to continue the process of replication. So this work is done by SSB proteins or single strand binding proteins. So now the DNA replication is completed by the help of enzyme DNA polymerase. DNA polymerase has the ability to join the new template strands in the daughter strand. But the DNA polymerase have only ability to elongate the existing primers strands of DNA or RNA. So first, the RNA primer synthesize and bind with the 3 end of DNA strand, and then DNA polymerase elongates the DNA chain. Now the elongation of replication starts. So here we can see the 2 strands of DNA which are leading strand and lagging strands. So in the case of leading strand, the DNA replication is continuous because DNA replication is only proceed in very directional way. The direction is 5 end to the 3 end, and the replication fork also proceeds in the same way. So in the leading strand, the DNA replication can continue with the help of only one RNA primer. But in the case of the lagging strand, the replication is very discontinuous because it can be only performed in the similar direction to the 5 end to 3 end, but the replication fork moves to the opposite direction. So in the lagging strand, the replication is very discontinuous and the small fragments are formed which are known as Okazaki fragments. Now these Okazaki fragments are joined with the help of enzyme which is called DNA ligase. DNA ligase join the Okazaki fragments with each other and also fill the gap between these tempered strands. Now in this slide I have summarized all the DNA replicating enzymes with their activity. So there are many essential enzymes who play a crucial role in the DNA replication process. The first enzyme is helicase, which opens up the DNA duplex and separate both the strands of DNA. And the another enzyme is topoisomerase, which breaks the phosphodiester bonds between DNA molecule. And the enzyme primase, which synthesize short RNA primers, and the enzyme DNA polymerase, which synthesize a new DNA strand and continue the process of DNA elongation. The enzyme telomerase is very essential to complete the process of DNA replication, and it catalyzes the replication at the telomeres of eukaryotes. So in this tutorial we have discussed about the DNA replication steps and learned the DNA replication process with the help of diagrams and graphical representations. Now I hope we all have learned the process of DNA replication very well. Thank you.